With the subfloor component established, we'll take as a next step making some wall plates for this our little shed project here. And I'm going to use this border that we created in the first step to start with for making the plates. So I'm going to take that tool or that border, and by redrawing one edge you can see it reestablishes the face. And there's another handy tool here that helps us in our building process, and it's the offset tool. So this rectangle has the exact same dimensions as our plywood subfloor component. While I'm thinking about it, we're going to make this a component and call it the wall plates. And making components, you always need to make sure that this box is checked, the replace selection with component. Sometimes the software unchecks that box and you go do a bunch of work and all of a sudden you realize that all the work you did was not in fact creating a component. It can be frustrating. So we've got that step out of the way. Now by double clicking I select all the edges and faces that are connected in this component. I press shift, which deselects the face, grab the offset tool and pull this in, and I'm going to make that offset by 3.5 inches represent a 2x4. That's a nice way of drawing two concentric, if that's the right term, rectangles with 3.5 inches apart. And we don't want this whole face in here, so we'll delete that. Grab the push-pull tool and pull our little plates up here, 1.5 inches. You notice how I enter decimal inches. They're just easier than typing a slash sometimes, so that's what I did. Anyways, so there's a 3.5 inch plate component. By clicking outside, I get out of the edit component mode. I'm going to go into materials here, and we've got wood selected, and we're just going to pick wood grain light and paint that component with it. That creates a wall plate that will match completely the exterior or the perimeter dimensions of this plywood subfloor. And here again is a lesson in grabbing things to move them and place them. The wall plate component we just created is highlighted in blue, meaning that's the active component. We've got the move tool from here. I'm going to grab this lower corner and place it on the upper corner of our subfloor. And with that, we've created the bottom plate to sit on top of the subfloor for our shed. Sometimes by turning on the shadows you can get an idea of a little bit of the perspective. Gives it a little more of the 3D view to it. And that shows the subfloor with the plates.